Now you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWineRadio. iWineRadio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine on the web at iwineRadio.com. Hey guys, I thank you for listening to iWineRadio, and we are still the only wine channel on iTunes Radio. If you go look under iTunes radio icon and scroll down to News and Talk Directory, and it's listed alphabetically, click on that and the stream comes up immediately. iWineRadio.com, where you can find links to individual guests. And if anyone's interested in advertising or becoming an underwriter or sponsor, please contact us at iWineRadio.com. We really, really appreciate your support. The more support we get, the more conversations I can have with fascinating people around the world, including you. If you have a story to tell that you'd like to share on iWine Radio, go to iWineRadio.com and contact us, and we'll go from there.
Hello, this is Camron King. I'm the Executive Director of the Lodi Winegrape Commission. On behalf of all of our vintners and growers here in the Lodi wine region, we'd like to extend this invitation to you to come and experience Lodi during California Wine Month and anytime. This month we are celebrating with our LoCA Lodi Road Trip Passport, and you can learn more at www.lodiroadtrip.com. Come and enjoy with us.
We're continuing our conversation about September California Wine Month, but today we're going to focus on what's going on in Lodi with the Lodi vintners and growers. And we have the pleasure of meeting Camron King, the Executive Director of the Lodi Winegrape Commission. We really get to extend this even beyond September, in that they have orchestrated the first annual LoCA for Lodi, California, LoCA road trip. It's about to start, but by the time you're listening to this, it will already be started for a couple of days through October 6th. So through the first week in October. We will have links up for you to purchase tickets where you can get 30% off of wine buys. Lots of wineries are participating with tastings, and it's a fantastic way to learn what's going on there, to over 100,000 acres of wine grapes and approximately 20% of California's total wine grape production. Camron, thank you so very much for joining us today on Wine and Dine. And many people know Lodi, especially, or at least over the years with people I've interviewed, to be like the Zinfandel capital of California, but there is so much more to Lodi than Zinfandel.
That's absolutely right, Lynn, and thank you so much for having us on your show. Lodi is truly more than just Zinfandel. We actually grow over 60 different varieties of grapes here in Lodi, everything from Albarino through Zinfandel and all along the spectrum in between. We have a great diversity of grapes and wines coming out of the Lodi region, everything from Rhone varietals to Portuguese and Iberian varietals to Italian varietals and German varietals. It's a really exciting place to be.
What is the demographic mix in Lodi? Does it reflect the different varieties of grapes coming from different countries?
It truly does. It truly does. In fact, there's a little spot that you can sit up on a ridge and kind of look out over a number of different vineyards and take in the richness of the world of grapes just within eyeshot in one area. We really see that there's a lot of different opportunities to try and experiment with new varieties here in Lodi, but we're also a hallmark growing region for the traditional fighting varietals. We're the leading producer in California of Cabernet and Sauvignon Blanc, of Chardonnay and Merlot, as well as Zinfandel. And so we have the hallmark, we have the traditional varieties. We're larger acreage than Napa and Sonoma combined, and the quality of the fruit and the wines that are coming out of here are world class. So we're just very, very excited here in Lodi to celebrate.
And Lodi, if for people who've never visited before, it's centrally located between Sacramento and the Greater Bay Area. So if people are planning a visit to participate in this California or Lodi road trip, where would you recommend? I mean, where do most people fly into? Sacramento or Oakland or San Francisco or anywhere?
Well, you could actually fly into any of those destinations. We are a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Bay Area. We're due east, exactly, from the San Francisco Bay Area. You just kind of come through the East Bay and the Altamont Pass, and you pop right on in here into Lodi in about a little over an hour. And from the Sacramento metro area, you can be down in Lodi quicker than you can be to any other wine region in the state. You can be down here in about half an hour. Oh, wow. So truly, we're accessible to a broad population of Northern California, and quite obviously to the rest of the world with those major airports.
Okay, so talk to us, if you would please, about this passport. The concept of the passport, and the price is so ridiculously reasonable. I don't see how anybody would not take advantage of this if they were out there.
Well, I like to agree with you on that one, Lynn. This is a very fun way and a very cost-effective way to experience the passion that we have for what we do here in Lodi. We have a very unique experience here in Lodi. We have a deep heritage in growing grapes and a deep tradition, multi-generational families growing and making wine here. But we've seen a big growth in our industry in the last 20 years. We're up over 80 wineries, wine labels now, over 45 different tasting rooms here in Lodi. And so what we wanted to do for California Wine Month was not just kind of plunk in a dinner here or one single event, but really grab the essence of the community that we have here, the friendly, approachable nature, throw open our doors and our gates and say, come here, come to our wineries, come to our vineyards all during the month of September. So we put together this passport program, and it was very, very exciting to see a month-long program evolve where the wineries and the growers really got together and said, let's look at some fun and unique opportunities to showcase our personality, our fantastic wines, our great region, and have people come and visit. So the passport is only $15. It's an amazing bargain, especially when you consider that, you get complimentary tastings at many of the wineries with your passport. So, you visit 2 or 3 wineries and your passport's paid for, and then the rest is icing on the cake when you start getting and actualizing your discounts and things that you're getting off your purchases as well. Plus, there's such great events. I mean, we have wine and cheese pairings, we have food pairings, we have hay rides, we have scavenger hunts, we have blind tastings, we have a wide array, a wide diversity of experiences for people to come and learn about wine, but also enjoy good company, good friends, and a fantastic wine-growing region. So we invite people to come to Lodi and celebrate with us.
I want to mention a couple other things that I'm seeing in front of me that I think are very unique to what you're doing up there during this month. There is going to be, one of the unique activities is a port blending. Yes. There will be not just cheese tasting, but cheese making classes, grape stomps, and bottling demonstrations, which is so cool, and winemaker dinners under the stars.
Yes.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah, we're absolutely blessed here with our region. I mean, we have those nice, comfortable evenings and the warm days this time of year. And so it's really a great chance to be able to experience the out of doors and be comfortable and drink some great wines. The richness that is the overall agricultural productivity of this region. I mean, it's steeped in dairy, it's steeped in cherries and olive oil production, and so all of these things kind of culminate in a fantastic experience here in Lodi.
When are cherries harvested in Lodi? Is it after this event, after the month of September?
No, the cherries truly are a late spring, early summer. But the cherry trees are still beautiful this time of year, and so it just adds to the beauty of the region.
Well, how about olives? When are they going to be harvested? Would people be able to see any olive crushing for olive oil, that sort of thing, in kind of the same timing?
Probably not. Wine grapes take center stage this time of year as far as crushing goes. A lot of our growers have started getting into the vineyards, and we've just started in the last week or so picking some of the different white varieties. And here in the next week or two, the red grape crush is really going to get started. So it's an exciting time. This is true wine country at its essence. I don't think anybody else in the state can claim the heritage and the size of the wine industry and tradition that we here can in Lodi. And so this is our chance to shine, and this is our time to shine and really continue to showcase what harvest is and how fun and how exciting and dynamic a time it is to visit Lodi.
Cameron, I understand that the passport purchase also allows people special discounts at participating restaurants, lodgings, and businesses. It
does. California Wine Month's overall theme this year is a California road trip, and so we really parlayed that into the Lodi road trip passport concept and said, Lodi isn't just a stop along the way, we're a destination. And so in order to make that truly happen, we're inviting people to come here and experience our wines and our wineries and our vineyards, but we really want them to come and stay and experience what that means to be here for longer than just a couple of hours. So we partnered with some great hotels. Wine and Roses is one of those. We've got the Hampton Inn and the Holiday Inn Express and some of the other lodging facilities here in town, some of the restaurants and other activities. I mean, you can kayak and wine taste in the Lodi region. There's hang gliding or parachuting here in the Lodi region over the vineyards. And so some of these other activities and experiences that you can have along the way, we really wanted to create kind of a full package. So we really hope that people come here and, like I said, experience all that we have to offer. We're not just a stop, we are a destination.
Are some of these wineries that are participating, do they normally charge a tasting fee that this purchase of the passport gets them around that?
Some do. Some do. In fact, it's increasing in the numbers of folks that do charge for tastings. We are more cost effective to taste when you do have to pay here in Lodi than in some of the other regions around the state, but the passport does provide you with complimentary tastings at most every winery. And some of them have some little free gifts that they're throwing in just for coming and tasting with your passport, too.
Okay, now what is this? Two for ones.
2 for 1. Every winery had the opportunity to come up with a different program that they wanted to offer to passport holders. And so some wineries offer a 2 for 1 tasting. Others are offering a complimentary tasting. It really depends on what they wanted to offer.
Okay.
The 2 for 1 is a concept where folks are able to taste and take a tour.
Okay, great. Okay, so Cameron King, people can learn more online at LodiRoadTrip.com. We will have links up for you to learn more. Executive Director of the Lodi Winegrape Commission, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Lynn. Really appreciate the opportunity.
We will have links up for you to learn more. Now you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWineRadio. iWineRadio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine on the web at iwineRadio.com.